Welcome back to our second episode of SundyDinner. I'm your host, Alexandria, with my mom, Benita. And today we have my cousin, Joe.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing?
We're so happy for him to be here. How do you feel about being on the show?
I feel cool. When you reached out to me, let me know the concept. I was all for it. So,
right?
And plus, I like to eat, so it's like it's perfect.
Who doesn't?
Right?
Who doesn't like to eat good food?
So then everybody, you see this man of a man right here.
I'm a man.
I was like, what could I feed him that will get his belly full? And so today's dinner is going to be meatloaf, green beans, and some jasmine rice, which I'm going to spice up a little bit. But to start off, we are going to have a celebratory cocktail, which is an old fashioned. So let's get that done. Let me fill these cups up with ice.
Never had an old fashioned, by the way.
You
so.
never had an old fashioned?
No, it's my first time. So.
All
You
right.
know why I decided to get this?
First for everything.
Because you're a man, and all men drink them to be
Okay.
cool.
All right. Well,
Shall I do up a little orange?
We'll pop my
peel?
old fashioned cherry then.
Right?
Oh, no, he did not.
I did.
So let's be clear. This is my first time making it.
Oh.
But it's a pretty simple recipe. I had to figure out what. Wait
Is
a
it supposed to be a
second.
whole
Wait a
peel?
second. Just
What?
wait a
I'm
second.
peeling.
Just wait a second.
Okay, so I can't peel.
No, you can. You can. But it's a whole process. I'm not a mixologist by any means, but here we go. And I got the molds for the ice cubes because you typically have to have a big cube. One each has a big cube.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not frozen yet. So,
Can we see the molds? Your beautiful molds?
They're not beautiful. They're thawed out. So I do have them.
Oh, okay, that's legit.
But they're
Yeah.
but they're still full of water. I mean, this is pretty good,
I'm about to pick up some of those.
right? So maybe by the end, when you have your second one,
Okay.
then they'll be frozen.
All right, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Then they'll be frozen. So
Well, let me open the bottle. How about that?
how about that? So we'll have.
Ooh. You got any little itty bitty spoon?
Some good whiskey.
A little
Here's a
fork.
tequila. So the base is gonna be bullet rye. This is
Which could be any whiskey, right?
no rye.
Has to be that one?
A rye or bourbon.
Oh, rye is.
Oh, it already got a whole lot of alcohol in it already.
Right? It's a sipping drink. It's a sipping drink. You can
sip.
have it with a cigar.
Sit with your pinky out.
Sip with your pinky out.
Okay.
Say it with
I
your
can
chest
dig it.
out.
Say it with your chest. Then
You know,
you
I
have.
already unbuttoned a button or two. You know,
Oh,
I
it's
saw
gonna
the
make it
whiskey.
hot.
I'm like, oh
This is
yeah.
gonna make you hot.
That's gonna raise the temperature a little bit.
It's gonna make you hot.
What we got going on here?
And what is
I don't
that?
want to break my fingernail.
Is that a orange?
Those are old-fashioned bitters, so we're just gonna do a couple of dashes of that in there.
Bitters.
Bitters, yes. This said a scant teaspoon.
We
of
don't
simple
know what a
syrup.
scant is.
So I'm just gonna go scant,
Is that a
scant,
scant?
scant.
Hey, how about you just leave whatever a scant teaspoon in? Put that in the comment section. So I know.
Right? Just leave it there.
That looks like super concentrated.
It's super
whatever.
concentrated. That's why you only need a little bit. So
All
then
right.
we're gonna get our maraschino cherries. I'm gonna drop that in there. Or orange peel.
It's like Shirley Temple's uncle.
See if I can get. We're gonna just twist this in here.
Activate the orange zest.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's all kinds. There's like blood orange. There's smoky old fashioned where you would like light this on fire, set the glass on top of it, let it smoke, and then put your stuff in there.
Oh, that's like next level bartending. We
Yes,
just at the crib.
We're
you
just
know?
at the crib. That's all we gotta do. This is actually a lot for me.
Okay.
So look. All right, here we go.
All right.
Let's see. Joy, trying to get this one.
Okay.
All right, so cheers to our second episode.
Cheers.
Cheers. Is this what it's supposed to taste
That's what it's supposed to taste like. How you feel about that?
It's straight whiskey. I wish I had a cigar too. Did I just say the magic words? Okay.
Would you like? You can. We can smoke the cigars.
No, it's just for the look though.
Right?
Know.
Just for like
Just for the look.
Would you?
You know,
How funny is that? You want me to cut the tip for your cousin?
No. I'm
You
good.
sure? Because I have one of those too.
Smell the good chocolate in there.
Oh.
Drew Estate. I heard of them before. I had a couple of their cigars before.
All right. So now that that's out of the way, Joe, will you be our bartender for the rest of the show now?
Absolutely.
No, you didn't like it?
That's straight whiskey.
It is not. It had a lot of stuff in it. All right, Mom. So now we're going to start with our meatloaf.
Tastes good.
400. I know. I saw this meme the other day that said, black people, everything shouldn't be cooked on 400. But it works.
Hey, it does.
But it works. Right?
I mean, the reason why it works is because 400 is like that perfect temperature. You know, if you got something frozen, it's going to thaw it out. Boom. You know, if you need to leave something in there a little longer, you know, it's not 475, so it won't burn it.
Exactly. So, all right, I'm going to get my ground beef, which is 80-20.
80-20. Explain to what 80-20 is.
80-20 is 80% meat, 20% fat, so it is going to cook down a little bit when it's in the oven.
Okay.
It's 3 pounds. We're going to get a cup of oatmeal. Mom, will you get the oatmeal?
So oatmeal, that's new for meatloaf. Why oatmeal?
So Raymond, his mother made oatmeal or put oatmeal in her meatloaf. And I used to use rich crackers, but it's really not a difference. And it's also cheaper to get oatmeal rather than
Oh, of course.
than rich crackers.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Mom, so we're gonna get a cup of this. Get that measuring cup right there. And it just seems fancier. Just
Oatmeal.
put, just oatmeal.
I mean, it's very different. I'm taking notes though. I'm taking notes.
So get about a cup of that. Cup of that. We're gonna dump that in here. That's roughly a cup.
Bam. Okay.
Boom. Right there. Get the sour cream. Sour cream is in the refrigerator. Now, sour cream makes it so juicy.
Is that your binding agent also?
Egg is. Egg in the
Okay.
oatmeal, yeah.
Okay, you teaching me something. You teaching me something.
So this
I'm
is,
learning.
how much is that? Get the other one. Or just pour that out. That's how many ounces are on that?
It says 16, but
All
I don't
right.
think this is probably like
So how many
14.
ounces
Yeah.
do you need?
8.
Okay.
So get this big spoon here. And just scoop about 8 ounces. Keep going, keep going. More.
That's about 8.
Give me one more.
How you know? How many ounces that
It's probably
spoon?
about 14 ounces in here.
All right.
How many ounces that spoon?
A big ounce.
Four.
Is that what it said on the
big
label?
ounce.
It's a big
So now
ounce.
we're gonna just start
It's a big
massaging
ounce
it. It's a
spoon.
big.
It's a big ounce.
That's a big ounce.
A big ounce spoon.
All right. So Mom, now I need 3 eggs. 1 egg per pound. That's what I say.
Okay.
So 3 pounds, 3 eggs.
All right. I can dig it. I can dig it. You know, my wife, she makes a really good meatloaf.
Does she? What
Yeah.
kind of sauce does she put on there?
She makes brown sauce. She doesn't make red sauce. I'm old school classic dude. I like the red sauce on it.
Me too.
There's actually a couple restaurants which I'm always weary of trying, home cooked stuff at restaurants, but
Right.
there's a couple
Right.
restaurants that makes pretty good meatloaf.
Which ones are those?
So this place called Norma's Cafe in Dallas.
Oh yeah.
It's over in Old Oak Cliff. They make a really good meatloaf. Believe it or not, Boston Market.
Oh.
Boston Market make a real good meatloaf. Shout out to Boston Market.
I have never eaten there.
Really?
You know, you go places where your mama take you. Mama never took us to Boston Market, so we never went there.
I mean, my mama never took me to Boston
Right.
Market either, but at some point,
You
know,
just
I
kinda
was
have
on-
it taste
I was on lunch break at
Right.
work.
Okay. So Mom, that cheese is in there. Is in the
Cheese?
same drawer.
Shredded.
Cheese.
I like cheese. Cheese is like its own food
one
group.
Yes. And we're gonna
Ooh,
put
and
a
it's
cup
sharp
of that
cheddar,
in there.
too.
We're gonna put a cup of that in there.
So excited. You putting cheese in a meatloaf?
So I don't like traditional meatloaf. I mean, Mom made it and it was good, and I ate it because that's what you did.
Okay.
But then when you get older and you start paying your own bills, making your own decisions,
Yeah.
you make your own choices.
Yeah. Funny what growing up would do to you.
Right. All right. So now
Man.
for the seasoning part, we need some garlic, salt, and black pepper.
Okay.
and it's over there on the counter. So
I like how you just getting in there, you know what I'm saying?
You have
just
to.
getting down
You have to become one with the food.
You gotta caress it.
This is the whole thing about like cooking with your soul, cooking with love, all of that. And then so go ahead and douse that on there.
Say when.
I'll say when. Go. More.
I'm making sure this was what it was.
Okay, that's good. And then some cracked pepper. Turn it like.
Yeah, you gotta crack that pepper.
Crack it.
Crack that pepper.
More.
See, it's not just pepper, it's pepper. No, there's no R on the end.
No, it's just pepper. All right, that's good. So now, can you chop up the onions like small? Do you remember what cubed is?
Girl, don't you start.
If you watched the last episode,
do you remember what cubed
is? Do you remember what cubed is?
Do you remember what cubed is?
Okay,
I should hope so. Y'all got a cooking show and you don't know what cubed is?
It was so funny. Mom, it's right here. We can just chop it on here.
You doing bell pepper?
No, just the onion.
No bell pepper?
No bell pepper.
Okay. What kind of sauce are you doing?
Sauce is gonna be cream of mushroom with cheese and
that's my favorite word.
And milk.
Okay.
This is enough.
Okay.
That's the
For that whole thing.
Oh, that's the head. I didn't see it. There you go.
There you go.
And make it small.
Man, you throw that whole onion in there.
Oh, that's onion.
Duh. So is this.
But that's a lot.
Are you gonna let me cut a knot?
Okay.
Thank you, darling. Jesus.
You better slice that onion up.
You right?
You better slice that onion. Get to slicing.
Oh my gosh.
She gonna need to chill a little bit here.
Well, so I'm just gonna keep on
Yeah,
mixing.
you gotta keep the rest of that meatloaf.
I'm just gonna keep
The
on
loaf
mixing.
of meat.
She too busy telling me what to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well.
That was impressive. Like you was slicing without even looking down. I'm scared to do that.
Were you?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Oh my gosh, so
I ain't passed chopping school yet.
Oh, so that's why they have like those chopping thingies that I want to get.
Oh, the slap chop?
Yes.
Oh man.
That's what I want.
What is it about infomercials that come on at like 2 o'clock in the morning and be like, man, I
spend your
want
money.
one.
Oh my gosh.
You want more than this? Or is that enough?
Give the rest of it there. Put that in here so I can see. No, we need more.
Yeah, you need like
We need
at least
that
half
onion,
an
too.
onion. You need at least half.
Right? Thing about it is my kids, they see onions and they're like, it's not onion.
Well, hopefully these are dissolved.
I know some people they say they don't like the crunch of an onion, but I'm like, that's because you're eating a raw onion.
I love raw onion.
She used to wrap it
I
in
like
bologna.
onion, period.
I don't like.
We went to dinner at Papado's for Brianna's birthday, and she was talking about starting new traditions.
Mm-hmm.
What have y'all been talking about?
Well,
Like
so
the holiday tradition and all of that.
So one of the things we do is we always get a real tree.
Wait, one second. How much onion you think that was? A half an onion?
No, that was
not quite a half.
Onion.
How much are we gonna put in
A third
there?
of an onion.
And then now, how much are we gonna put in
A
there?
fourth of an onion, would you say, Joe?
That was probably like maybe a third.
Okay, so third of an onion and go.
Well, one of the things that we do is we always get a real tree. We've gone to different places to look at trees.
I don't mean that. Chris had a real tree.
What happened to
Had
it?
an apartment full of fleas.
Oh!
It wouldn't stand up.
Oh, wow.
And
Where did the fleas
Where the fleas come from?
From the tree.
From the tree.
Because I was trying
Where
to
you
get
get the tree from?
in Florida, where there are trees and no winter.
Nah.
We always get a hot mess.
We always get an old school Douglas fir. We went to a tree orchard one year, and the prices that they want for these trees nowadays is ridiculous. So I'm like, you know what?
For you to throw it away.
Yeah, right? Just I'm gonna have this thing for like 30 days, maybe 45 max.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna go in the garbage.
Absolutely.
So I'm not paying $90, $100, $150 for a tree.
Right.
So then on a whim, we just went to
all right, Mom, bring me that
Home
loaf pan, put
Depot.
some spray in there.
And we get our tree from Home Depot every year. Yeah.
They have it for like $30. It's really good.
Yeah. So
We're
it's
gonna
not too expensive.
It's either on the top of that.
So that's one, and of course, we split time between both of our families. But I think we might be starting something new. I had she's a travel agent.
Yeah.
So, and of course, everybody I know has a travel bug. So one of the things that we're thinking about doing is like, taking a trip for the holidays, or at least, the stuff that the stuff that other ethnicities do on the holidays.
Listen.
They go to the cabins for the holidays, or they go skiing,
To
and they
Utah.
still have gifts and stuff. So I'm like, how come we can't, take a trip?
We totally can.
So yeah, I think we're gonna start doing that.
Growing up, we couldn't afford to do all those things.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you get into that stigma of not doing.
Yeah. Right.
And meatloaf look good, by the way.
That's right. Okay,
Got the cheese up in there.
Got it mixed in here or whatever, and I start forming the loaf kind of in the pan.
Okay.
So that way when I put it over here, then I just do like minimal
Forming. There you go.
See?
Okay. That's a
see?
tip right there.
Right,
That's a tip.
right. I start forming
That's
it in
a
the pan. And I need you to get this.
Yeah.
Put it on. You can put it on the top. It'll fit.
Fit your shirt. Yeah.
Yes. So there
Oh,
we
and
go.
it's heavy too. You can see the rack bend.
Right. Cookie out from under you. Raw meat. You have to be careful. Don't want to spread germs, get salmonella, none of that.
Oh yeah, I caught salmonella in Mexico one time.
What happened?
Woo, let me tell you. So I got some raw tuna off the buffet. And I should have known. I should have known better. You can kind of tell when something's been sitting for a while.
Yeah.
But we were there. I was excited. I was just grabbing food, and I got that. So I was in the hospital for about 12 hours overnight.
In Mexico?
Oh, that was so scary.
Did they speak English? Did anyone speak English?
No.
Oh my God.
There was one. No, I take it back. There was one ER nurse who spoke English, and it was like barely English. But yeah, so that was pretty scary. Yeah.
So. The meatloaf, you put it in the oven. The degrees is 400, and we're gonna let that cook for about an hour before we add our toppings. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and get started with chopping up the green beans. You wanna go ahead and do
green beans. Oh, these real green beans too.
Real string beans.
Okay, I can
Real
dig it.
string beans. You can use that wooden one, Mom.
Can I sit over here?
No, put it here. You're so hard-headed. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Act like you love me.
Oh, by the way, I'm working on a glass of rosé too. So I got an old fashioned
Right?
in one hand, a rosé in the other.
Right? So
That's how we get down in the kitchen.
That old fashioned.
I got 2 drinks.
One for the drink and one for the something.
Hey. So I think I want to add some more simple syrup to this though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, a scant, we don't really know what a scant
Well, we
is.
could have Googled it.
Spell it out.
S-K-N.
SKNT.
SCANT. That's a lot.
Bam. What that
You need
stir
some
at?
more ice?
Nah, I'm good.
You sure?
Need a Google.
I was going to ask you something and I can't remember.
It'll come back to you.
It will, so let's just move forward. Right? I can cut with you, Mom. You want to fill that with water or no?
Tell me what to do.
I mean, who's in charge here?
We all know that.
Am I in charge? They just let me talk a whole lot. And then I find out that I'm not
By
really
the way,
in charge.
More simple syrup kicks it up a notch. It's way better.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So 2 scants. So say scant. Okay.
Maybe if we just spell it out while pouring. How you spell it again?
SCANT.
SCANT.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Teaspoons. I scant.
That sounds about right.
We owe it to the viewers to tell them to know what that is.
The who?
The viewers.
Oh, okay, yeah. So do you like snap them in half or
No, I just
cut
chop
the ends
off
off?
the ends off. Yes.
Okay.
Chop off the ends. We're gonna dump them in the water, and I like to cook them on the stove in the
Okay.
cast iron skillet that my mother loves.
How long do you like boil them or what?
No, it's more of a saute. We're
A
gonna
saute?
them on the oven.
So they're gonna turn like really, really, really green,
Yes.
and then you take them off.
Then you take them off.
Okay, I'll be watching cooking shows every now and then.
Yeah. So let's talk about this cooking.
Yeah.
Who cooks more, you or Bree?
Well, so when we first got married, she did. She stayed home at first,
Hi, Pookie. Come here.
and
Wait.
Well,
What
you come over
happened?
here.
Come here. What happened?
she stayed home at first. And so she cooked.
Oh, you need a Band-Aid. Go
And
wash
then
your
she
hands.
got off of work earlier than me. So it was on her. And then somewhere along the lines, the roast kind of flipped.
You started cooking.
So I started cooking.
Just hold pressure.
By the way, when we were dating,
You're okay.
I
Hold
cooked
pressure.
a lot. I cooked for
You're
her
okay.
a lot. I think that's part of the reason why I want her too, because I cooked for her a lot.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah. So
Just
I
tell
know.
Michaela to look in my cabinet in the bathroom.
I know women like men who cook. So hey.
Because
so.
it just lets
And
you.
clean.
The first time I had homemade enchiladas was at Tootie's house after we went swimming. I don't
Yeah.
know, it was from the damage of swimming, but those are the best enchiladas I had in my life.
So she makes them casserole style.
Yes.
So by the way, I didn't know that you rolled enchiladas. So I had a Hispanic friend of mine growing up. His name is Luis Alonso.
Yes.
So I spent the night at his house one night.
Uh-huh.
So his mom had made enchiladas. And they were like, well, how many enchiladas do you want? You know, because they're rolled up. And I'm like, what you mean, how many do you want? So, you know, do you want like 1 or 2 or 3? And I'm like, I don't know, like 1. So they gave me 1 roll of enchiladas. And I was like, what is this? So mind you, a black kid in a Hispanic household trying to tell Hispanic people what is and isn't an enchilada. So anyway, I learned that, you know, my grandmother just cooked them different. You know, she cooked them casserole style.
She did.
So.
And they were great.
Oh, they the bomb.
Make them? Does she still cook?
Yeah, every now and then she'll get in there and burn, but my grandfather does most of the cooking now.
I've traveled a lot of places,
Mm-hmm.
and still, the best food I've eaten is my family's food.
Oh, wow.
Black people. I don't know if it's black people food, soul food, or my family's
Is it
food.
because it's what you're used to, or
No, because my
it's
mind
familiar
is
to you,
my
or
mind is open. I feel
And what-
they had pig feet in France.
But cook different.
They had pig feet. Let me tell you.
they were a pig, a feet.
A pig of feet in France. Let me tell you, it was fancy. And when it came on that plate, I was like, I will eat these.
What is this?
Right?
So
And
did you not know that you ordered pig feet?
I thought that I just wanted to see it.
Oh.
You know,
You can do that when you're traveling on company dime. You know, you just order stuff. Like, let me get the escargot.
Right.
Don't even know what it is, and then snails come to your table. And you're like, what is this?
Right? I have a shellfish allergy. Why did I do this?
Right. You do for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. So when you come to my house and we cook, I can't cook you shrimp
You
or
can't
crab or
shrimp,
anything.
crab, lobster, none of that. Let me tell you about this pig feet story. In France. Let me tell you.
Pig feet in France.
Pig feet in France. It was a family style restaurant. I was in Rennes. And we were with the people. We were with like my company. We were doing a case or whatever. And after every case, we'll like go out to dinner. And so I didn't order it. Astrid ordered it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, because she doesn't really speak French, she speaks like Dutch and German and something else. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Those are all common languages.
All of them. Everything but French, right? So when he explained to her, he said, "Zuba bada bada da, pig feet."
Pig feet.
I was like, is it the same pig feet that Wolf and Honey Pie and all of them made and all, you know?
Right.
And so he brought out the pig feet I know is just like a hoof.
Mm-hmm.
This was a whole ankle sliced in half. It was the entire.
She eating pig ankles.
It was this big. It was it was this big.
Oh.
And so when she saw it, she had her knife and fork. Let me get a knife and fork. We got to do this whole thing. She said, "It still has the toenails."
It still has the toenails.
It still has the toenails. And I was like, so it is the same pig feet that I know.
Right. By the way, I've never had pig feet in my life.
Oh, I've had it
I
once.
grew up with pickled pig feet. Didn't eat it.
In a jar?
Yeah. the canyon. The boys used to sell.
Oh,
Pickle pig feet.
Pickle pig feet. At
So
the
he's got a
store.
big jar, like a jar of dill pickles, but you got a jar of dilled pig feet.
Pig feet.
You never had like a pickle sausage?
I bought
or
one
a
one
pickled egg?
time. One
Nah.
time.
I had some pickled okra before.
Yeah.
But it's
That
always,
seems more like
never at the hood store.
no.
Where they have never.
I
They
mean-
have sold it at Wayne's. Is Wayne's still open?
Who is Wayne?
That store where everybody went to go cash their income tax check.
He kept 1% plus the change.
3%.
Oh, 3% plus the
3%
change.
plus change.
Where was
Everybody
Wayne's located?
off of Miller. Frederick used to take us there.
Well, that's the type of person that Frederick was.
She say the hood
He
store
was
where everybody
lying.
cash their income tax check.
Everybody.
$6,000.
6,000. 3%. 3% is a lot of 6,000.
You know, Wayne's was making money.
Money.
Hey, but you know what? I used to work at this place
Sorry, dog.
that on payday there was a van that pulled up in the back,
And cash
and
people checks.
he would cash our checks,
Yeah.
and he kept.
Is that a thing?
He kept 3% plus the change. So you know, then I got smart. I started getting direct deposit. I'm like, wait a minute,
I'm giving this man my money.
right? Like.
Right.
I can just, if I do that direct deposit, more than likely I'll get paid a day early, and I'll have all my money.
Always a day early.
So I stopped going to them. And I had, here's the thing, if you got a bank account, there's no reason why you shouldn't have direct deposit.
No.
So, but anyways,
I have a funny story about direct deposit.
Most
What
people these days require you to. Most companies.
They do because they
Really?
don't have cash. I just went to a place that wouldn't send a $10 bill.
printing paper checks costs money.
It does.
Sending an EFT doesn't. It's free.
And it's really just numbers transferring. So
That's
I
it.
remember I worked for this hospitals when I first started scrubbing as a surgical tech. And they called me 2 days before and said, we messed up your paycheck. Don't worry. We'll get the money back and then we'll send you your regular. And I was like, oh, okay. It's fine.
Hold up. Key words is don't worry, we'll get the money back. That tells me they sent you more than they were supposed to.
Oh.
$88,000. $88,000.
Hey man, listen.
And I didn't think I remember, and so this is me. I'm logging on. And I was like, oh, you know, maybe however much I got paid at that time. I saw that $88,000. I said,
88 G's?
I was like, so what do? Do I take it and flee?
Yes!
Right? I was probably 20 at the time. 20.
Yeah.
With $88,000 in my bank account. It was your mistake. They moved a decimal, one too many decimals.
Like,
I was
hey, you know what?
At that time, I wasn't even getting 8,000. So what decimal did you move?
Like, you know, who was working late drinking?
What decimal did you move?
Sending EFTs
Yeah,
and
definitely
or
arrest
ACHs,
your
however you want to
bank,
say it.
Direct
and-
depositing.
Right. And sent me $88,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how big of a mistake is that?
And that was
And A,
after taxes.
right, and then B, how many other people didn't get paid because I got paid $88,000?
I didn't care.
That's a great
I
question.
was like, ball out.
Man. Yeah, but that couple, they ended up getting arrested because they went on some big shopping spree. And
Yeah.
I'm talking about, it was like $100 and something thousand though.
Oh, gosh almighty.
Yeah.
What would you have done, Ma?
Nothing. I would not have touched it. Because I am a scary cat.
That you are. I've been on the first plane to wherever.
No, because
Out the country.
They gonna find you.
Oh, they can, but I mean, you know,
We can go to those countries that you won't get extradited.
The
bam.
money's only gonna last so long.
In the
Hey.
island countries?
Put them countries in the comments. Let us know. So when we have to get a direct deposit, extra cash,
Right.
you know, we know where to go.
By the way, we're not criminals and we are just joking. We are just joking.
No.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
now.
Don't be in the places I've been. Don't spend the grams that I spend.
All I'm saying is don't mess around and send me $160,000
And they want it back.
and want it back.
The director of payroll or whatever it is, big guy, big suit, came the next day, was like, Alex, because they tried to take it back and it wouldn't come back to them for some crazy reason. They thought that I was like, I'm
Like
coming
that's
to work.
that's your problem,
That's
not
your
mine.
problem. Get it back. Figure it out. But yeah, it ended up going back to them and all was well. So
Why is it that money doesn't come back as fast as it goes out. For instance, you send somebody some money.
Okay.
And then they say, oh, it's like instantly transfers. But you need to get it back. It's like 3 to 5 business days.
Yes.
Like it didn't take 3 to 5 minutes for me to send this to you.
No,
But it's going to take 3 to 5 business days for me to get my money
Which
back.
is really the same software to send it to receive it,
You
right?
can just click reverse. Bam.
Absolutely. Override something. And no one ever knows, well, I have to get a manager for that. Well, go ahead and get your manager.
Yeah,
and the
get
manager
him.
gets, and it's like,
And get his manager too.
well, the system is locked. I remember, okay, so there was this one time, Mom, me and Michaela, we were at Kroger's and we were buying Girl Scout cookies and my credit card declined. Now, 10 years ago, maybe it would have been, but now I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way. So there was an email, and Michaela was like, Mom's debit card. She was like, Mom's debit card declined. I was like,
what? Oh my God, we're going to jail.
It was so funny. She was like, oh my God, Mom. I was like, no, we're fine. So I called. Apparently, MasterCard had this identity crisis.
It was a breach, yeah.
And then they didn't tell me that they cut my card off, but it was so funny.
And sent you another one.
And sent me another one. And I was in the grocery store. I said, you cut this credit card on right now. She was like, ma'am, I'll stay on the phone with you for as long as you need me to. But as soon as I hang up, I got to cut your card off again. So do you know, I'm running through the store. I was like, okay, I'm getting bread. All right, I'm getting meat. I'm on the phone with the lady. I'm on the phone with her.
Wow.
And she's just like, I said, you will not hang up, because if I get to this register and my card declines, it's going to put my baby in a panic.
And not to mention, it's like so embarrassing.
It's so, even if you have it, you know the judgment that comes off, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, this poor black lady.
Yeah.
With a bald head.
Or if you got just enough.
Right?
And you walking in the store and calculating in your head what you're getting, how much you got, swiping.
Carts don't come with that calculator anymore.
Like, oh my God, please go through.
Carts used to come with a calculator?
Yes, remember at
I
Lion
never knew
King?
that.
At Lion King, the carts had the calculator on it.
You mean Food Lion?
Food Lion, what did I say?
You said Lion King.
I'm thinking I said, what was that Disney World?
I meant Food Lion that got put out of business because of salmonella.
No, they were bleaching their meat.
Yeah, they were bleaching the meat.
Something.
Or they like squirt lemon juice on the fish to make it appear fresh.
That's not Joe's.
They were bleaching their meat.
They were bleaching the meat.
Yes. But you know they're still open like in the southern states.
We are
They only-
southern.
No, like north, up there, southern, deep. We're mid-southern. We're almost.
Okay, so let's gather our words.
We're just
That
Texas.
way.
We're just Texas, right?
I don't consider us as southern.
We're
I
not.
really don't.
We're not. We're its own entity.
We just like our own country, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go up to Minneapolis though, and they're like, "Oh my God, Alex, you sound so southern," and I'm like, "I know I don't. You just know I'm from Texas,
Yeah.
right? You just know I'm from
Child
there."
Texas be like, where you from?
I remember the first time I went.
I'm from Texas.
The first time I went to New York, walking through LaGuardia, and so I walk up to NYPD, and I'm like, "Can you tell me where such and such?" Instead of answering my question, he was like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from Texas," and I'm like, "No, I don't have a 10-gallon hat. I don't have a big belt buckle. I don't have cowboy boots.
I don't own no car.
I've never ridden a horse.
I don't ride horses.
Can you tell me where I can keep my bags at?" So he told me. But another thing he told me, he was like, "Don't get out of anybody's way."
Walk, just walk.
Exactly. So fast forward a couple days after that, me and my buddy Ruffin, we're walking through Times Square, and at any given moment in Times Square, there's like thousands of people. It could be
And construction.
It could be 3:00 in the morning. There's
Yeah.
thousands of people in Times Square. Toys R Us was still open. Foot Action. I went and bought some clothes. I bought some T-shirts from Foot Action. It was like 3:30 in the morning. 8
3:30.
on a Monday at that. But anyways, so we're walking through Times Square, and I start trying to dodge people, and I'm gonna get my shoes, stepped on and getting bumped and all kinds of stuff. And I just remember what the cop told me, so I just started to walk straight, and it was like the Red Sea had parted. People started getting out of my way.
Are you
I was
serious?
like, "Oh, that's awesome." So then Ruffin, my boy Ruffin, was walking behind me. He was like, "Bro, just Nah, he was just walking straight behind.
Right, because you were there.
He just relaxed.
He was like, "Oh, Joe got it."
Like I'm lead blocking now, and he just walking right behind me. So that's a tip. Whenever in New York, don't get out of anybody's way. Just walk.
Just walk, right? Just walk. Okay, so let me check the meatloaf. We've been in here for about 45 minutes. It takes about an hour and a half to cook. Got to get my silicone gloves on because, remember,
Safety first.
Look at that.
Oh, they look so good. It looks so good.
You want to come smell it?
They look so good.
Never mind. I don't want your boogers.
It looks so good.
So that's in there. That's probably going to be good for about another 30 minutes. All right. So I'm going to turn this on.
Hey, make sure you finish it without the top on there. You know what I'm saying? Make the whole thing nice brown.
Don't come in here acting like you know how to cook.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can cook a little bit. I can burn. People don't say they can cook. They say, I burn.
Which is funny because if you know how to burn in certain cultures, that means you can cook.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, in the black
All right,
culture.
now that these have, what you say?
Oh,
these have
hold on.
done, Joe?
I don't want you to cry. So what I'm going to do
Okay.
is I'm going to light this candle for you so that'll burn the oils from that onion.
You what? Finger tip 101.
All right.
I haven't figured out how to make myself not cry from the onion.
Well, right here, Joe said the oils from the bless you from the candle will cut the crime from the.
So you just got one. You really only need one lit.
Okay.
But that'll burn those oils off so you won't be crying or whatnot.
All right. I'm gonna rinse.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. So last time we used a lot of purple onion. Reason why I switched to the white was because sometimes purple onions just actually look ugly in food. Although it tastes better, it's really all about presentation. Now, all onions really do add flavor to food. They do. But, sometimes that dye from the purple onion just really turns like a dark gray. And so in rice and stuff, it doesn't look good. In the green beans, it just makes it look a little...
I feel you. Now, I do like a nice purple onion just for color.
Right.
Same thing with like different bell peppers. Though some people may believe that, they do or don't add flavor, different colors. I do like to add different colors.
I do too.
Just to brighten up the dishes,
So, with that being said, I started using purple cabbage instead of white cabbage.
Okay.
Because it adds, and it doesn't get as mushy as white cabbage.
It stays crisper.
A lot crisper.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes it look pretty. So Raymond's grandmother, she was like, "Oh, this cabbage is pretty." I was like, you know what? Because of that, I'm gonna keep on using it.
But if you overcook the cabbage, the color goes away.
And your whole house stinks.
Right.
Smell like burnt
It
cabbage.
smells like burnt cabbage.
So
Man.
you got to make sure you don't overcook it if you're going for the color.
What does overcooking mean to you?
It just turns it like you talk about the purple onion. It just turns it a gray, and it loses that purpleness in it.
So Mom, we were talking last time that I've introduced you to a lot of things. Did you incorporate purple cabbage into your repertoire? Why?
Because I really don't like the purple cabbage.
Do you like cabbage?
Because it's hard. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
It is.
And everybody has a taste. Just like she likes cast iron, I don't prefer cast iron. Just like she prefers purple cabbage. Sometimes purple cabbage doesn't go with what I'm cooking.
You ever made something like fish tacos or
I don't
something
eat
like
fish.
that? You don't?
Nothing seafood.
Really?
Nothing
Do you eat
seafood.
fish?
I do, except for shellfish. I'm
Okay.
allergic. So unfortunately, we can't cook any shellfish dishes on this show.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't, and that's the thing.
But we can cook fish.
We can cook fish.
And she cooks awesome fish. I don't partake of
Look
it.
at. So we diced up about a half an onion.
Yeah.
And
So you not salt bay, you onion bay, because you just...
I know. Did you see that?
I did. I peeked you.
Did you see that? And just
peeked
like
you,
last
Pam,
time,
I
we're going to
peeked you.
use the total seasoning
Okay.
because it just gives off a good flavor on the base. Whenever you feel that it's enough, it's not really sodium. Just going to get that cooking or whatever.
So how long are you going to saute those for? Or is it just
For
a
like
look?
about 5 minutes.
Or is it a look you're going for?
Typically about, so it's both. when it looks the way that I want it to look, it's roughly 5 to 7 minutes. You know, you don't want to cook it all the way because then it becomes a little bit mushy. But it's like right before it's too translucent. Right? Do you like spicy?
Yes.
Ah.
You know what? Believe it or not, there is an art to cooking fresh green beans.
Oh yeah.
I have not mastered it.
Oh, why not?
This is hard.
What's the challenge? What's the challenge?
Hard cooking them fresh green beans.
Yeah. What's the challenge?
Because when you think they're done, they're not done.
Well, you know,
They
my
have
wife.
a tough texture.
My wife make a mean green bean.
From fresh.
It doesn't matter if they're fresh,
See?
if they're in a can.
It's a talent.
Like she make a mean green bean.
Now, I can do it from the can. I can definitely do it from the can.
So one time she had some fresh ones. You know, cut them up. You know, cut the tips off, cut them in half, and then, you know, she put them on the back.
I'm frying
back
the onions
thing.
in olive oil, by the way.
Olive oil.
we do
EVOO.
everything in olive oil.
Everything is done in olive oil.
Everything.
Yeah, it's good for your skin too. But
And your hair,
yeah,
if I had some.
absolutely.
Well, for what she does have.
But she'll put those green beans on the back burner and she'll just let them
go.
just let them go. And you know, and she knows when they're done. Like I've tried to make them like her, I can't do it.
Oh my God.
But I think her secret is instead of like really over seasoning the water, she does chicken broth or chicken stock.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Bam! Okay. You got the bouillon, the chicken bouillon cubes.
Because I'm like, oh, I don't really, because
Yeah.
I've had my battles with fresh green
Yeah.
beans. Trust
I
me.
mean, because some people like throw a ham hock in there or some sort of pork, fat back, or whatever. And I'm trying to get away from pork.
Yeah.
So she switched it up and she started doing the chicken stock, which, and it took the flavor to like a whole nother level.
Yeah, because you can put that in
Are you
so
ready?
many
Are you ready for these green beans?
Man, I'm ready.
Now we,
So-
now we have to.
I'm ready for the
Now I'm
meatloaf
pumped
with the
up.
cheese.
Now I'm
Now you
pumped
got-
up.
For the meatloaf with the cheese in it.
Right, right.
You
She
got
put cheese in the meatloaf.
to the,
It's
to
a
the wide screen.
All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. Let me turn this down a little bit. All right, so green beans. Putting the green beans in there. In the oil. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear it? Sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle. Okay,
The
so
sizzle.
this is 3 pounds of green beans.
That's 3 pounds?
Yeah, that's what they
That
told
don't
me.
look like 3 pounds.
Well, that's what Kroger's charged me,
I think you got gypped.
right? Right. So I'm gonna use a
3
teaspoon of
pounds,
chicken
my-
bar. What?
Look how you just sprinkle that seasoning on there.
She's scant. That's a scant.
This is
That's a scant.
This
That's
is-
a teaspoon.
this is a heaping scant.
We figured out what scant was.
So it's a noun and a verb.
It's a noun and a verb. So
Yes.
now I need some chili powder.
Oh, and chili powder.
Oh,
my
okay.
goodness.
I think it's right there by the Perrier.
it is. Is it behind the area?
Yes. So chili powder.
We discovered chili powder and parsley.
What about paprika?
No.
No,
No paprika?
no, chili powder. Chili powder.
No, I'm not saying for this dish, but
No,
do you
I'm
cook
just
with
saying,
paprika?
Chili powder is the.
All right, so now we got about 1/4 cup of water. And we're gonna turn that down and add a lid.
Hold up.
Six.
Here's a question. Why the men's section at Bath and Body Works like this big?
Cause y'all don't like being in there.
Because it's all about
I love being in
You don't. You
Hold on.
you also eat sushi.
Okay, I just
Okay,
lied.
Go back to the
I just lied.
I'm like you also.
Because it's
I just
all
lied.
about women are the ones that are
I just
into
lied.
the different scents. You can sit. You guys don't really care.
I mean,
too
I
much.
like to smell good.
You guys don't really. Right, but if you get to smelling good, we buy it for you.
Yeah.
So you got to cater to women because they know.
I'm catering to
that
one woman.
That 95% of Bath and Body Works.
You are
customers
catering to one woman.
Are women.
All right.
They smart.
I ain't. Have you ever seen a dude working in there? Back to the food.
I've never seen a dude.
What's
I
them
didn't know
green
how to
beans looking
segue.
like?
I didn't know how to segue, so I'm just gonna put my body in here.
All right, what them green beans looking like?
No, we gotta start the rice.
Oh yeah, there's rice.
We
There's
gotta
rice in
start
the
the rice. All right.
Captain.
Right?
What I need to do, Captain.
Right? Food.
What is this?
Which is it's jalapeno. You said you like it spicy.
Oh yeah, I like it this spicy.
You like it spicy?
I like it
Yeah.
spicy.
Y'all get
How's that old fashioned?
I like it.
You like it?
I do.
Yeah.
I only used one shot instead of two.
Oh, okay, because you did a double shot old
I
fashioned.
totally did.
What?
Cup and a half.
All right. I got this.
Right here. I'm gonna put my finger.
I don't need no help.
You don't.
Quit
So I have a
patronizing
question.
me.
What
Yes.
makes it jasmine rice?
I think the region that is Thai, Jasmine.
Oh.
It's the
So is there like an
seasoning.
Aladdin rice since you talking about Disney stuff?
You better stop it.
Oh, you censoring me. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
That's 2 cups.
I'm working it out.
2 cups is fine.
Okay, just do 2
No,
cups.
I ain't doing 2 cups.
Oh my gosh.
You stop it.
And I'm not even a really good chopper.
Okay, here
I
we go.
couldn't tell.
Are we
Oh,
going?
well, then I ain't gonna say nothing. No, put it in the oil here. So, the way I cook rice, you get the cups of rice of what you want. Let me put my knife away. And then you toast it kind of like they do on rice roti.
You toast the
You
rice?
toast the rice. So, I'm
Okay.
gonna put the rice in here.
Have you ever rinsed your rice before?
Cup and a half.
No. Because I didn't know. If I'm buying it in a Ziploc bag and it costs $10, they better rinse it.
Right on.
And then all that stuff, all the heat kills the germs. You know, society is weird.
You rinse it. You don't rinse it to clean it off. You rinse it to get rid of some of the starch, so it doesn't bubble up or boil up or come to the top
Is
of
that
your
why you
water.
do that?
That's a good tip, Joe.
Yeah.
Is that why you
I'm
do
letting
that?
come with them cooking gems.
Right, right. Ma, I need to put this onion in there too. You
come on
done,
with
you
it.
done. Everyone's
That's
safe.
gonna be on the outtake.
I'm gonna season this rice with. Not gonna get over too salty, but another heaping scant.
A heaping scant.
And who said what a scant was?
What is a scant?
Oh, so check this out.
What is a scant?
So I got you. A scant means lacking a small part of a whole. Not quite up to full measure, just barely. In other words, 1 scant teaspoon, which is what we're using, means not quite a whole teaspoon, but a little less. And it actually goes on to say, in cooking, scant refers to an amount that's just barely reaching or not packed. Scant is a very bad term in cooking. Go figure.
Well, we're actually mixing drink.
It's in the kitchen.
It's in the kitchen.
That's because
Scant.
we in the kitchen.
We're gonna say scant for the rest of the season.
Scant.
We're gonna say scant for the
Yeah.
rest of the season.
That's gonna be. Maybe we should add a new word every episode. There you go. Next word can be skosh.
Just a skosh.
Yeah, there you
But
go.
what does it really mean?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll do that next
I don't even
time.
know if it's really a word.
I don't think it is.
You never know.
What is a skosh?
A little bit. A skosh is a little bit.
If you can't spell it in Scrabble, then you can't use it for real.
Spell it.
IT. How that rice looking?
That was a 5th grade joke. But it's funny every time.
It is.
It's funny every time.
It
Tori
is.
told me, Mom, why is 6 afraid of 7? I said, why?
Because it's 7 and 8 or 6, 8
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Well,
It was funny.
That's like one of those popsicle stick jokes.
Yes.
7,
In the
8,
Laffy
9.
Taffy or whatever.
Yes.
In the Laffy Taffy.
Okay, what next?
So, we're just getting this rice bubbling up. You got the onion in there. Got the
Onion.
onion, the white onion. I'm gonna add some cracked pepper,
Some pepper.
some pepper or whatever.
Some pepper.
And then, because my sweet cousin Joe, which is funny, because Joe is not really his name.
It's not really. It's not. But what?
And what do you know me as?
It's either Alex or Christine, whichever one I feel like calling you at the time.
So tell me your whole name.
My whole name, for the feds that's watching, DeAndre Lavelle Morgan.
And Joe came from where?
So technically I was Joe before I was even DeAndre. When my mom was pregnant with me, I don't know if it was my grandfather or her would say, me and Joe hungry, me and Joe this, me and Joe that, referring to the baby in her stomach. So then when I was born, it just kind of stuck. Whether a boy or a girl, she said, me and Joe this, me and Joe that. Mm-hmm. So that's where Joe comes from. So to this day, like my family calls me Joe.
It's so funny, and I feel like we're the only two that don't necessarily go by our names in our family.
Right.
It just so happened to be that way.
Like your real name ain't got nothing to do with your nickname.
Well, my middle name is Christine. Yeah. I didn't want to be called Alexandria because spelling it at 5 was awful. I just remember telling Miss Jackson, another A? Because it's 3 A's, and 3 A's at 5 is a lot. Alexandria Christine Smith. So then Miss Johnson, when I got to the first grade, she lied to me. And she said, your mother wants you to know how to spell your name. And I was like, but she didn't talk to me about it.
She talked to the teacher about it. Don't worry about all that.
Years later, I had a conversation with Mom. I said, Mom, do you remember having that conversation? What'd you say?
I don't remember a lot of conversations.
You said no.
She said, I've slept since then.
Right. So we added the total seasoning. We added the chicken bouillon, onion, and a whole vinegar jalapeno into the rice. Mm-hmm. And when we toast it, we're going to toast it until it gets to a brown. Right now the rice is still clear.
Oh, that was a pickled jalapeno.
A pickled jalapeno.
Like the pickled pig feet and the pickled eggs they used to get down at Wayne shop.
I don't know.
Where you can cash your income tax. Mom, the only reason I know that is I didn't know how to drive.
I don't think you got no bigger pig feet from Wayne.
Mom, that's the only reason why I know what a pickled sausage is.
If she say she got pickled pig feet
Not
from
pig
Wayne,
feet.
guess where she got it from?
Wayne.
She got it from Wayne.
Girl, don't be mentioning Wayne's on this video. You know.
Okay.
Now.
They're closed. They're out of business.
Y'all trip. I see you finished off that old fashioned slash Perrier slash rosé. She drinking an old fashioned zay.
Was your Michael Blanco?
No, I'm good. I'm working on this rosé.
There you go. Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what I did? I let the ice melt down.
Hey, when in doubt, add water to your drink.
Water it down a little bit.
All right, so we got these green beans cooking down.
Ooh, that look good.
Right, you see that?
Are you a sampler? Like, do you sample your food?
Oh, totally, but it's not good to sample. And you can be the sampler. Let me get your sample fork out.
Is it too soon?
No, I'm preparing. We're preparing.
Remember that sample fork?
What happened to all the little dishes that you got dirty?
You kept yelling at me. You heard what she said, that I got dirty.
I mean, she wasn't wrong.
Right. That means she ain't let it go yet.
Because you gonna dip.
Dip, baby. Dip. Come on, dip, baby.
Let me see.
Oh, I'm like,
So your dipping days are over.
Let me see.
mm-hmm.
Are you a reformed dipper or you just aged out?
Aged out.
You aged out?
I aged out.
I don't think I ever dipped before in my life.
I aged out. Most men don't dip.
Yeah, I don't think
it's always the women.
I don't think.
No, you know what it is? We used to dip and everybody twerk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I never mastered that. No.
All right, Ma. So we put 2 cups of water in here?
Sure. You want me to?
No, we put 2 cups of rice.
Oh, okay. So you should leave this tray.
The jasmine rice.
The jasmine rice. I'm going to show you.
How to make it jasmine.
No. The rice. I'm going to bring it to you. To show you how the brown should be.
Okay. Showing Joe?
No, I'm showing the GoPro. And Joe. But that's about how brown you want it to get before you start adding the water.
All right.
All right.
How much water do you add?
Yeah, what's what you need?
So 1 part rice, 2 part water.
What that means?
So 1 coffee cup rice, 2 coffee cups water. 2 cups water, 4 cups water. Let me start this
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You know what I'm saying?
So we want
But 1 part.
So how many
2.
cups of rice is that?
2. So we
So
need
she
4
adding
cups.
4 cups of water?
4 cups of water.
4 cups of water.
All
Okay.
water.
All right.
Okay.
1 solo cup rice, 2 solo cups water.
Hey, did you know the lines on the solo cups are measurements?
I thought so.
Shall you pour?
It makes sense though, right?
So I spent a lot of time in the kitchen by myself. Let me check this.
Is cooking like ttherapy for you?
Oh, I love
Here's the
it.
cups right here.
The cups right here. That's 4.
Not
So?
really.
Oh,
Let's go. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
like Nike.
We need an endorsement.
Hey, you know, they got some fresh gear though. You know, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, I'll rub me some Nike.
All right, so that's as much as we're going to season the rice. But we're also going to add parsley because that's our favorite thing.
Oh yeah.
And it
You
makes
know
it
that-
beautiful.
That's how you make stuff gourmet.
Absolutely.
Parsley.
You get some ramen noodles. They just ramen noodles. Throw some parsley on them.
Oh.
Boom. They
Yes.
gourmet now.
Yes.
Right?
And parsley makes your food just pop.
It does.
It does. The
I mean,
taste.
it makes it Instagram worthy. You know.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it, baby.
Sprinkle it. Now you parsley bay.
Now I'm parsley. I'm just going to be all babe.
Yeah, you just all bay.
Just all babe.
As long as you're not old bay.
No, I don't like Old Bay. We don't have to take that out. But I do not like that seasoning.
Did you just snort?
Yeah.
Oh, who me?
Yeah.
So guys, if you all don't know the special relationship that my sweet cousin Joe and I have, Joe taught me how to swim when I was a kid. It was so funny. We were in the backyard and Ain't Tootie's them house.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't tooting them.
Ain't Tootie them, which
Ain't
are
Tootie
Granny and
them.
Pawpaw,
Clover Glen.
Clover Glen.
Uncle
And
Bubba and ain't tooting.
I got in the pool and I was like, Joe, I don't know how to swim. And he said, well.
What's the glove for?
Because I was going to put this lid on top there because it's hot.
Oh, okay.
Let me do that real quick.
Do that.
I can put the
Let me
lid
do
on
that real
there.
quick. All right, so the rice is on. We're going to turn it on low because it's bubbling. And then we're going to put it on. It takes about 20 minutes. So 20 minutes to fully cook. I'm going to set the timer for 15. Because I like to check the food before it finishes.
That's a good thing to do.
Just before it finishes. Because you never know how the oven is going to do that day.
Yeah, and you don't want your rice crunchy.
No. Or burnt.
Ooh, them green beans looking good.
Oh, it's going to be great. So that's on low. This is on low. I'm going to add a little bit of water because it seems like they're burning a little bit. So I put a quarter cup of water and I'm going to add another quarter. Just because it's just cooking too fast for my liking. And that's going to slow it all down. And so the grease creates a crust, creates a burn. So the more water you have within your grease, if you don't like that crust, then put,
More water.
but add some more water. That's really
More
it.
water in it. And caramelization.
See that onion? It hurt. All right. So next thing while this settles down, we're gonna make our
Gravy.
sauce, our gravy,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a red sauce, not
Okay.
ketchup, because
What you
I
making
don't like
your gravy?
ketchup.
What
And
you
you gonna
making
finish
your
telling
gravy
people how
in?
I taught you how to swim.
Yes, I am. So I think I was 9.
One of them ages.
One of the majors, right? And we're in the pool, and there was like a 3 feet to 6 feet.
Yeah.
10 feet. That pool was 10 feet.
It was,
It was
10
like
feet.
6
No,
foot.
because Joe could
That's
stand
fine.
up in it.
I can stand up.
Joe
and
could
be there.
stand
That
up
don't
in
drop
it.
down deep pool.
I
that's
mean, here's the thing. When there was no water in it and you were in the deep end, it was like it was over your head. But when you put water in there, for whatever reason, I don't know, but I could stand in the deep end
Yes.
and my head would still be above water.
I just remember you like going under.
I could have sworn that was a 9
Remember
foot.
doing that?
Yeah.
Had to be at least 9 feet. I was
Anyway.
so scared of
It
that
was not.
pool.
I cleaned the pool. It was
I
6
was
foot.
You
scared of that
cleaned the
pool.
pool every
Yeah,
time.
Every time.
Every
That was
time.
my job.
To clean the pool.
Yeah.
So I was like, Joe, I want to learn how to swim. He was like, put your hands like this and close your toes and just go. And I was like, but I want to be above water. So fine. I was like, is that going to make me above water? So then he was like, just listen to me. So he put me in there. We're at the stairs at the shallow end. And he has me. He was like, all right, I'm going to throw you. I said, okay. I was so scared.
I promise you, it was way more dramatic than that. I promise you.
Right? I was like, okay. So then I go, he throws me, and I'm like, whoosh. I get to the other side, he said, you can swim.
Oh my God!
Now come back.
Now come back. And
Yeah.
I was scared to come back because he wasn't there to throw me. But I learned how to swim in the backyard of A2 and Uncle Bubba's
I was
house.
scared of that pool.
By the way, I taught all my little cousins how to swim.
Right.
And then I moved on to another generation after that.
Mm-hmm.
Jarvis's son, when we went to the cabins, I want to say not last August, but the August before that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Y'all went to Oklahoma, right?
yeah, and his son Jarvis Jr. There was a pool in the cabin we were at, and you know, he was like, well, he was afraid to swim and all of this sort of stuff, and so I taught him how to swim in the pool in Oklahoma.
Guys, look at that crust.
Oh, that looks so good.
Doesn't it?
Oh, that looks so good.
So now, I'm going to take this off a little bit. And actually, I'm going to turn the heat down about 25 degrees.
You gonna finish it with the top off?
You want me to do
I'm
it?
going to finish it with the top off. Yeah,
Where
put
my
that
fork
on.
at? Where my tape? Where my sampling fork?
You're sampling fork? You want me to get you a
Give
little
me
piece
some
of
of that.
that?
Girl, you better give me some of that. I want some of the crust off the top, though.
You want it?
Yeah, that's what I want right there.
All right.
Y'all done sprayed that
Oh,
out
you
there
should have
for
saved
me.
that parsley for the gravy that you put in
I'm about to.
there.
Mine's going to be pretty. It's going to top it off.
You need a bowl, right?
Ooh, baby.
No.
For the gravy?
No.
You
It's
go-
just going to be in a skillet.
You ain't, okay.
All right. So normally, step away. Or slide that way a little bit.
Man, look.
I typically like to use cast iron skillets, but I did not calculate this episode. So I'm going to cook the gravy in just a regular non-stick pot.
Look at her.
Is that good?
Is it good?
It's gone. What you
Is
think?
it? Are you being for real?
Really?
All right. All right. Because I have to. I know I told you have to like everything, but I need the truth.
No, for real.
I think
What
you
makes a
do.
good meatloaf
Mm-hmm.
is if it's A, flavorful, and if it's B, tender.
The sour cream.
It has to be tender. If
Oh.
it's tough, it's not, and you thinking like, it's ground meat. Like, listen, you can make it chewy, but like, that's tender. That's good.
Okay.
And that was with no gravy.
That was with no gravy, so we're going to put a cup.
And it got cheese on it.
And it got cheese in it. And we're going to put cheese on the top. So 1 cup milk. And I use 2% because I'm trying to watch my girly figure.
I like 2% milk too. I
Right,
hadn't had whole
2%.
milk in forever.
And so, right? Because it's a little thick. So then we're going to do a cup of cream of mushroom.
And you're going to get it on the backsplash.
I sure did. Let me get a rag. That's why we need can openers. I did. Let me get that.
How many old fashions is that for you?
Number
2.
2.
Number 2?
Yep, number 2.
Are you going to make me one?
Yep.
All right, we
You
clean.
said it was too sweat.
Ooh. All right, so a cup. You see how you do?
I'm getting this
A
up.
whole can of cream of mushroom.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I got this.
The cheddar cheese. We want a cup of cheddar cheese, but I like to grab it from the bag.
Hey, you can never have too much cheese.
You can never have too much cheese.
Don't measure the cheese, just eyeball it.
Right, just eyeball it. So I'm gonna put it on 2.
Just eyeball
Just
it.
because you don't want the cheese to stick to the bottom of whatever
Oh, yeah.
that you're making. So this is like roughly a cup. Or 2 handfuls. Ish.
There you go.
And then I'm going to use nature seasoning to season it. Nature seasoning, a cup of milk, and cream of mushroom. And we're just going to let this cook until the cheese melts.
Okay. I like putting cream of mushroom in my rotel.
Oh.
Ah.
Yo, what?
I touched the lid of that pot.
Yeah, it
Cream of mushroom?
Yeah, so it just I don't know, it kind of helps like stretch your cheese a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're all about fillers.
And I do my ground meat with I do ground turkey, and I do that
Your
with
ice just throws
taco
ice
seasoning.
out on you.
Put the taco seasoning in there too.
Oh, that
Yes.
sounds good. You know, we went to your house for the game night. You made that ranch dip.
And I made some ranch dip
How,
from scratch.
it was so good.
So I
what we-
use so
It
you
was
can
so
use
good.
I like to do sour cream, a little bit of mayo, and then I'll
And
do
your ranch dip.
Yeah, the powder ranch, and then I like to throw to stretch it. I either use a little bit of water or I'll throw in some milk.
So when you're cooking with your green beans, they start off as a certain color.
Yes.
We want them to turn like this dark emerald green. You know, we don't want them too soft or whatnot, but we want them like soft enough where you can chew it. I don't like the snap.
Oh, I get to taste of great man.
Yeah.
Are they ready?
I'll let you know.
Here we go, darling.
I'm gonna turn this heat up on the gravy a little bit.
They got a good bite to them.
Right?
Yeah.
You like that flavor?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
This meal finna be the bomb.
So although I said 15 minutes to check on the rice, sometimes you need to stir it. Because depending on how big your eye is, it only cooks in the middle, right? I put it on the big eye, but sometimes the big eye acts funny. Oh yeah, that's so good. Yeah, so probably another 10 minutes on that, even though it's only 10 minutes. You like that over
All
there?
right, you 2 for 2.
Right, two. Joe has only ate my cooking one time for a birthday party. How'd you like those greens and cabbage?
That was good. I liked it.
The sweet potatoes?
Everything was good. Even the steak had a good flavor.
Turn it off.
Green beans are now off.
Green beans are done. They've been cooking for about 25 minutes. Now it's just really time to get this the gravy down. And once the gravy down and I put it on the meatloaf
We ready to eat?
for like 10 minutes, we'll be ready to eat. Let me go ahead and get your plate, brother. Let me just put it down for anticipation. All right, Mom.
I came over here hungry, y'all. So
Get
you
the
know,
top.
you might think, oh, he's saying the food
3
good
plates.
just because he's hungry. Like, nah, that's not necessarily
Y'all
it.
have
Like,
some.
it's literally good. All right, Chief. It's really good. The green beans are good. The good thing about meatloaf is you have a crust on the outside and then it's tender on the inside, which this one has. So boom, she hitting it out the park there. Oh, I like your plates.
Thank you.
You know, food is about presentation, and you know your cutlery and your dishes. You know, you on point there.
Pretty plates. You know, girls like to be pretty.
Yeah, I gather. My wife is a girly girl.
I love her. I love how girly she is.
I do too. And Brielle right behind her.
Oh, the girl, that Brielle is something else. And I know her grandma got her that way.
Uh-huh.
She is.
Oh, and that grandmama take credit for everything. What her nana does.
Is that what she's named?
She take credit for everything.
Yo, she been wanting a baby since I had Michaela.
I know.
Since I
So
had
I finally gave her one.
Michaela.
And we got another one on the way June 22nd.
Okay, did you want to say that?
Yeah, so we got another one on the way. So
Well, congratulations.
What about Queen?
you know, I get up at 6 o'clock.
You guys see this?
Ooh. Oh, we got to do the gravy, though.
I know. Just want you all to see it and the crust that it built. And we're going to keep it on 375.
Ooh.
So the gravy's...
Y'all listen. A lot about food is how it looks. This looks delicious. It does. And you got the
we need to drain it. We need to drain that grease.
Oh, but you should make the
You want me to
gravy
put
with that.
you put me in charge of that? I tried it. I ain't doing nothing.
That's like meatloaf au jus.
So Mom's gonna put.
That's like meatloaf au jus.
It is, but you know, we want to whatever less fat you can have. God.
It helps with the
You're
gravy.
supposed to put it in the gravy.
It's not
The
to mix the gravy.
All
with
gravy
the
is
grease.
is
You
grease
never-
and flour.
I
Please
have
don't
a
burn
different
yourself.
kind. I have a different kind. Don't burn yourself.
Oh, is it gonna break the bowl though?
Yes,
might
it will.
expand it.
Okay,
It
I
will.
need that.
I agree with that.
You got a mini ladle?
I
Finally,
did.
finally, the rock has come back to Italy.
Why did you do that?
Oh, that was great.
There was no film.
That was great. Finally, the rock
Finally.
back to Italy. Hey, that was great.
That was great. That was
That
great.
felt good. Did it feel good? That felt good.
All right.
My kids grew up on meatloaf. I even cooked them liver.
Yes.
That
Lemon
they-
onions.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
well, that they don't even eat these days. But meatloaf was one of my go-to foods. And then that man I'm married to now, he don't like meatloaf. So I can't tell you the last time I cooked a meatloaf.
You chose them.
Yep, she sure did. All right. She sure did. She sure did.
And you know what, Joe? I choose him again.
Oh, good. That's all we care. You know, it's all about the
But I can put my foot in the meatloaf. Let me
put
tell
your
you.
foot in the meatloaf.
Because that's what my mama made.
Don't get overwhelmed.
What? I'm so tired of her sensing me.
Don't get overwhelmed.
All right, we gotta start back rolling because I'm ready.
We already rolling.
All right, let's roll. Okay, so
We've been
we
rolling.
cooked the meatloaf for about an hour and 15 minutes. We had let all of the 20% of the fat that bubbles up and makes the grease. We dispensed of that and put it over here. So now we're gonna get.
Which I personally think you should put it in the gravy, but
You
hey.
think we should?
What, the grease?
But you haven't tasted this.
Now, the
Yeah.
grease is a little
I'll give you that.
overpowering.
So then, once the cheddar melts, it turns into this. You see that? You see that? We're just gonna pour
Don't
this
pour
over
all
here.
of it on there, though. Don't pour all of it on there.
No,
Not all of it. Not all of it.
not all of
You
it.
gotta save some for the scooping.
Save some.
some for the
Save
I
some.
don't know where sexy voice just came
Joe.
from.
Look at that.
I don't know where my sexy voice just came from.
That's because some gravy
You
just
just-
got
you
fed.
Save some.
Gravy just bring out the sexiness.
Done
man.
it. I love gravy.
Ooh, but put it on anything.
Anything.
But you're going to cook it for what? How many more minutes?
About 10 minutes.
All
No,
right.
not even 10. It just needs 5 to start bubbling. To start bubbling.
Let's do that.
Right? All right, so now that that's done, we're going to turn
Put a
this
little bit
back
more
burner
than that
off.
for me.
I
don't
did.
want- Yeah, just why not?
Let me shift this over
Why
here.
not?
What is this?
Let me
I don't
look at
know.
the rest.
Just
It's
put it in
bitters,
there.
just one.
Just put it in
it's-
there.
Want some more?
Boom.
One.
There you go. Come on.
All right, so the rice
want
has
another?
been cooking.
You want another
We're
cherry?
gonna turn that rice off.
How much it is?
I need
Bam.
another
There
scoop.
it is right there. Now
What's
stir
that?
it up for me now.
Stay there, play.
Stir it up for me now.
I got you.
Stir. Stir that up for me now. You better stir that thing together. Stir that.
Look at that. Ain't that pretty?
Oh, and it's kind of, you see it kind of smoking.
Pretty. Hey. That's my second job, bartending.
This is why I keep you around me, Gail.
Hey, you make a good old fashioned.
You may,
I do.
even though this is your first one.
Hey, you know, I mean, because my first one was about an hour ago.
It was so.
It was a double shot.
You said, say it with your chest. She trying to put us out.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Don't act.
Don't act right.
I give you those little big
More.
shot glasses, and
More.
then you be like, "Where the big ones?"
But this is real whiskey.
It is. So I'm gonna dump mine out, and I'm gonna use a cube.
Why would you put that in there? Why would you put that in the
I'm
tray?
not. I stopped.
Are you gonna let me make it?
Yes.
You ain't gonna eat the cherry?
I don't like them.
Whoa.
You don't.
I don't like them.
I don't either.
She made me.
Ooh, I think. Ooh. Well, a little water ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Don't be telling everybody the business.
If you're gonna make your own cubes, make sure you do it the night before so they are ready.
I think that's a great tip, Mom.
You both are against me. No. There's
Too much water in there.
there's some that are done. Look at this one. Look
That
at
was
that.
no more done than what I had.
It is. Look.
Well,
Where you get the cube maker from?
From Total Wine.
you want me to? Oh, look
dump
what it
it in
did,
there.
Joe. Look what it did. Look at that. It took out the.
It's like a cube seat.
If she manhandle me one more time.
Stop showing everybody my indiscretions.
Okay.
So
I like how you squeeze the
You
orange.
like that? You
the
like
orange.
that?
You
The
squeeze
orange instead of that
over.
little orange
Put
peel.
that orange.
instead of muddling, you squeeze.
Okay,
You put a
my
double shot?
she's not driving.
I'm not.
So for the disclosure,
Orange.
Let me throw this
And
in
then
the trash. Let's
Ooh,
clean
maybe you
up.
should make an old fashioned with
You can't
like
use
a,
bourbon.
like a Grand Marnier.
No, it's not an old fashioned. An old fashioned is based on the liquor.
I get that, but I'm saying like Grand Marnier
It's
is
our
like
kitchen.
it's like an orange
So,
liquor. So you put
yes.
orange in it. Try making an old fashioned.
add it.
So
Add
maybe
that
we can
in
just
there.
call it something else.
No, it'd be an old fashioned
New
with.
school.
New school.
Versus-
New school versus old school. All right, I'm gonna begin plating this for you.
It ain't been in there 10 minutes.
Are you ready to eat? No, but I can start plating it. I'm gonna use my tower one cup
Like, whoa.
to see if I can make this pretty.
Ooh,
Yeah, get that orange down at the bottom now.
yeah. I like this ice cube she done went and bought. Can I get?
You
Can I?
see how
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at
You see
that!
how sexy it makes it? All right, Ma, give me that knife. Give me that queso knife.
Knife!
Mine don't look
Queso knife. Queso knife.
Still
Queso
gonna drag it
knife.
Is it a case or a queso? Which one is it?
I
Butter.
don't know.
We're gonna call it a butter knife.
Hey, Sarai.
A butter knife.
All right. let's see.
Okay.
We're gonna see how this turns out.
Let me get you some.
Ooh.
Put a little parsley. Where's the parsley?
Okay, what you gonna do
He
next?
did it. Hold on.
A little parsley. A little
Not
parsley.
yet.
What you gonna do with
I
that?
need green beans.
She's gonna
I
put the
need
green beans on there.
Well, don't drag it across the. A little more. Give me a little gravy.
You see what I did? You see what I
Give me a
did?
little
Wipe
gravy.
the plate
You
off.
see what I did? You see what I did?
Ooh, wiped off the plate. Little gravy. Why did? You know they can hear us, right?
Yeah, we got the mic on.
Okay. So, oh, there you go. There you
Right,
go.
all right, all
I
right.
see how you just ladle that gravy up there.
You see here.
Bust out. Where's the parsley? Put
No.
parsley on there.
Is this mine?
I'm so tired of you.
Not yet.
I'm so tired of you
okay.
deflating.
It is. It is.
Daughters, don't deflate your mothers.
I need that. I need
What you need? You need that other thing right
Yeah, I do. That. I need that.
here? Like, whoa, use your words.
The other cutting board. That thing right there.
They don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, that thing right there.
Use your words. Smooth this. We're no longer cutting onions. Right there. All right. You got a fork? I'm going to plate this bad boy.
Go ahead.
And
Do
a
it.
spatula.
So how thick do you
How
slice?
thick do you
your-
want it? Like right here?
No.
Right here?
Yes.
Yeah, give me that. Yeah, give me that end piece.
All right.
Lay it on top of here.
I got
Cut side
it.
down, please.
Cut side down.
Duh.
Let me get some
A little bit more gravy.
I lost my ladle.
It's down in the pot.
Okay.
Y'all,
Right here. I'm here.
I know I'm
All
fat. I know I'm fat, so
Okay,
you know,
give me
food
some
like right up
parsley.
my alley.
Where's the
Plus I'm a
parsley?
man, you know.
We're going to give you a
But,
little parsley.
Y'all listen. Look
Like,
at him.
whoa.
When she put the cheese on the gravy, I was sold. Man, that look good. This me?
That's
Yeah.
all
This
you.
me?
Let me make my plate. I ain't using no good dishes. I lied.
Hold on, I'm gonna take one for the gram.
It's really what it's about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to do that last time.
I'm telling you, that parsley like set it off.
It sets it off.
Set it
It
off.
does. It makes it pretty.
I'm gonna record video so y'all can see the steam coming up too.
I want my plate played like yours. Ma, you want a stacked rice?
No,
You don't want stacked rice?
this is good.
All right. I'm gonna wait till y'all get y'all's plate. We gonna taste it all at the same
All right,
time.
all right, all right, all right. You're going to learn today.
Right.
Shout out to Kevin Hart. I'm glad you're doing better, man.
Learn.
You're gonna learn today.
You're
gonna learn today. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for getting us through the song.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. So what we toasting to?
Family.
Family.
Food.
Our second episode of Sunday Dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Joe to come and be our guest.
And
You better not say it.
He already did.
Oh,
yeah. The newest addition to the Morgan family,
Yeah.
coming soon, July 22nd.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's taste this food.
Let's get at it.
I'm going to taste this jasmine rice. So now, why do you call this jasmine rice?
Because that's what it said on the label.
Yeah, that's what it's selling package.
One packet. Did I miss it? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, the rice is good.
Ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just sit back and watch. It's spicy.
Right.
So, thank you guys for watching us on Sunday Dinner. Hopefully, we would like you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back next week with another meal. Mom, this time, actually is going to be leading the recipe because she has a heartfelt meal that makes me feel so happy. Shouts out to Joe for coming out and supporting and eating his food. Yo, he don't even want to say nothing. He don't even want to say nothing.
Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Big Bro Josie, BIGBROJOESY.
There you go. Spell scant.
Scantily clad. You know, that's a thing.
Good night, guys.